see that this element is getting printed on our browser. Let's head back, and you see even the browser behind the scene is rendering out this H2 tag. So let's re-upload this page inside our HTML validator or checker, whatever you call that. Let's re-upload this and let's recheck this. Okay, it might take some time. Yes, my internet has some sort of problems. Okay, maybe I can place this on the right hand side, but just for the sake of testing purpose. So you must remember that you shouldn't get bogged down, or you shouldn't take the responsibility of debugging all your bugs at the same time. You first go for the first bug or the first error, then you should debug it at okay, let's re-upload this. So you should go for the first bug. You should fix the first one. Then again, you should check your document again. So when you check your document again, then look for the other bugs. So I had two warnings inside my document. So the first warning was telling me that I should use a heading that should range from H2 to H6. So I've already done that, so it has removed that warning part. And at the end of this suggestions, it's also telling me that I should also include another heading for my aside element. So let's find where the aside element is. So this is the aside element. So let's add an H3 element. Let's write this is the aside element. Let's save this. Now let's reload this page, and here we go. Although it looks clumsy, it's just for testing purpose. Now let's find this out. Okay, let's refresh the page first. Okay, let's re-upload the HTML document. Now let's recheck this. Sometimes it will take some time. Okay, now this is perfectly alright. It's even showing you a form of outline for your headings. So this is really helpful. It has also removed all sorts of warnings, all sorts of it has removed all sorts of errors, and it's telling you where are the headings that you'll get on the document. Now it's also showing you the nesting part inside your document. So the first heading, the H1 heading, occurs at the beginning of this body. Now this is a child, this is a descendant of the header. This is the descendant of the header element, and in terms the header element is also the descendant for the body element. Now because I've used an H1 heading for the body section, for the entire body section, it's also now it's also telling me that my H2 element is nested even further inside the section element, that's defining a separate section inside the body. Now for the aside element, it's even further nested inside the section element, and the third heading is also further nested inside. It's deeply nested inside the aside element. So it's showing you, this validation page is showing you 3 forms of nesting that's occurring inside your page. Now let's see what happens if you forget to place an ending angle bracket, and what happens if you forget to place the forward slash for a closing tag. Let's save this. Let's get back to our browser. Let's re-upload this page or this document. Okay, let's recheck this. Let's see what happens. So you see, it's pointing out all the errors in red. So let's look at the first error. Remember that you must go line by line where the error is occurring. Look at the first error, solve it, then recheck or revalidate your document, then go back to the second error, check it, fix it, then validate your document again, and you should go along like this rather than fixing all your errors at once. So let's look at the first error. So opening angle bracket when expecting an attribute name, probable cause, missing closing angle bracket immediately after at line 12. It's also showing me where it is occurring by providing me the outline. So let's fix this error first. So where is line 12? So yeah, so it's telling, although it's at line 11, now the validator is reading that because there are no closing angle bracket, it's going to interpret that this entire thing is a tag, which cannot be true. So that's why it's telling me I must add a closing angle bracket before the 12th line. So let's add this and let's save this part. Now let's go back to our validator and let's recheck or revalidate our web page. I don't know why does it always take so long. Okay, so because I've solved the first error, now it's pointing me to the second error. It's telling me heading cannot be a child of another heading. From line 12, column 13 to line 12, column 34, and it's also showing me where the error is occurring. It's telling me that it's occurring at H1. So if you look carefully, heading cannot be a child of another heading. So what does it actually mean? Because H1 is a starting tag. If you do not include a forward slash, it means a starting tag, and I have started an H1 element, but I haven't ended it. So it's reading that I have started an element and I have started yet another one which is nested inside this first H1 element. So I can't actually do that. So to solve this error, I need to include the forward slash, which means this is the closing tag for this H1 element. Now let's save this. Let's go back to our validator. Let's recheck this. So you see the document checking completed. So this has checked my document successfully and there are no errors insofar. So this was all about chapter 2. In chapter 3 We'll be moving on to far more advanced topics. We'll be moving on to discussing about CSS, the CSS rules, how to include even more functionality to your web pages. So stay tuned, and if you have any questions, please place your comments on the comment sections, and please like my videos, please subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to check out the description part for the links. And happy coding and salam.